Welcome to Truly Heal and day number 4 of the 7 lessons that guarantee a stunning career as a health coach, health practitioner, or educator. Anybody who wants to inspire this world with health. From yesterday, we had some serious questions. How do you think you can earn that much money? Well, I think I made some statements about income possibilities, and the principle is very simple. If I have a product that cost me $50, I sell it for $100, I have a $50 profit. Now, those $50, if they are dependent on my time, and I have only 20 hours available, then that's 20 times $50 is my maximum. But if I have a product that I can sell many times online, very easy, it's automatically sent to the client without costing me a single cent, then I can multiply that many times and have incredible income without investing more time. So that's number one. If I have a physical product that is shipped by a distributor and I just need to sell it, all I need to do is marketing, advertising, and putting it out there. And that will create sales that increase my value as well. Now, if you combine intellectual property like courses, classes, if you combine workshops and seminars where you have instead of one person, 20 people, 50 people in the room, all of that will multiply your income dramatically. So it's easy possible to reach astronomical figures. Whereas if you think about one-on-one every single hour, then that's limiting your income stream dramatically. And that's what we try to build up. So it's not just something you need to do on a limited amount of time. You can replicate that manyfold. That's the goal, right? We want to earn smarter and not harder. Work and earn. Okay. Today we look at relationship. Something that is very crucial in regards to communicating values with your clients. A lot of people think if I'm nice and friendly, people will like me. Not true. They will like you as soon as they have a benefit from being with you. Now, if I want to be heard, if I want someone to listen to my stories and you provide that service, I think you're nice. If I want to have physical, solid products and you provide that, and you have an adequate price, I'm happy. So it's always what I want. If I get that in return, that's when fair exchange happens. And that's what we're talking about today. And I won't go through that list. You find the slide underneath, communicating values, measuring the value of your offer, which is important, increasing the value and the demand from the client, fair trade and fair exchange, so that really both parties feel happy, customer service, paid versus free services, and who you attract, why you need certain clients, because that will depend on how you feel about yourself. Self-worth. Okay, communicating values. You see here there is a beautiful balance. It's that seesaw, and you have here hard-earned money that you want in return for what you offer for the client. So there is different needs. As I said already before, there's clients out there, they don't want solutions. They don't care about solution. As long as you take the time and listen to them and you pat them on their shoulders and you say, well done, you're a good girl, and you feel pity with them or whatever they want. If you provide that, that's a service. And that can be well paid. There is plenty of people who go to the psychiatrist to just tell their problems and pay for it, and they don't do anything. So that's not the question. The question is, you need to clearly define, what do I give and what do I get in return? See, when clients come to me and they want to talk about their problem, I go like, we don't have the time for that. Let's focus on the essence and let's get the problem resolved. And if they don't want to resolve it, if they have more benefits in being sick, they don't think I'm a good guy. They don't like me because I'm way too goal-oriented. So it really needs you to be clear on what you offer and what they pay for. As soon as that is well done, you will have good success. The sweet spot is when both parties are happy. Both parties feel satisfied with the deal. Now, that's a bit of a tricky thing to get there, but we do so in a moment. The first question that needs to be, or the first person that needs to be convinced of the value is you. Do you know that? When you feel not worthy, you feel, it may help, it may not help, and I can't charge for it. They will not pay you. If you feel confident and certain and you know what you do, well, then they will pay. It's your vibration. We call that the music that you radiate, and that will make it very significant. And cheaper is not always better. In fact, it's counterproductive. I'll talk about that in a moment, but that's significantly true. So cheap is not the solution. You will get less clients if you're cheap. Very true. You will get a lot more quality clients if you charge adequate value and you give something of value in return. Then people don't question, they don't ask for the value. Only those who don't expect anything wealthy or worthy in return, they will bargain. All right. Now, communicating your offer is something that is a bit of an art. And that's why we created a mastermind for that, because you will present your offer, what you think, how you present, what your package deals are and everything, and then we'll criticize. And I'll talk about that at the end. But this is a very important part because that will make or break your deals. So product description, images and presentations. Look at this. Would you be happy about a present like that? Just a tiny bit more effort and it looks worthy. Very significant. People buy image, they buy starters, they buy something which is beautifully wrapped. So what's included? What do I get with it? Do I get only a portion? Do I need to buy everything else afterwards? Or do I get the whole deal? What's included? Bonuses, add-on options. Is there something that I can add on? Can I buy different applicators? Would you believe that with our PMF devices, we have the naked option just with the loop or the bundled options? I haven't sold a single one with just bare, the device with the loop. Everybody buys the package bundle 1 or bundle 2. So people like that. And if you offer it, it certainly is a great deal. Add-on options, variations, price and specials. Guarantee delivery time. I have 3 delivery options and it's always that people expect the fastest delivery. We live in an impatient world. I want that today. Best tomorrow morning should be here. So you want to have faster and not cheaper. This is a significant rule. Follow-ups and testimonials really important. We'll talk about the pyramid now because I've outlined our coaching program to showcase what it means. Tempt people even to buy, even those who don't need it. And that's the art of selling. It's marketing, it's advertising, and it really is something very special if you can. See, when you sign up with our coaching program, you have an online program for 2 years, which you can finish in probably 6 to 9 months. If you take a year, healthy to work through, very beautiful. Online with a personal teacher, you have a direct correspondent teacher that works with you through the program, helps you understand, helps you correct your assignments. If you don't know something or you answer wrong back, they won't say missed or failed. They will say, look, you missed out on this area. Just go back and check that again. Read this in this article or do that and that. And then you will be able to submit again. And if you haven't gotten it on the second time, they will give you a third time. The reason is we want our coaches to succeed, to become proficient, to become really knowledgeable. So failing you or giving you computer-corrected assignments where you don't know whether you know or not, well, that's leading to disaster, especially afterwards for your clients. So building our reputation with you requires that we really help you to succeed. And that's the goal. Certification, the business blueprint, stunning. You learn how to do click ads and how to market your business and how to present yourself, how to raise your self-worth, all in there. Phenomenal supporting feature of the program because afterwards, I'm a done person. I have success. The app, probably the greatest thing on earth because it reduces the amount of stuff that you need to remember to a fraction, because you just need to know where it is and why you need it. And then all is there. Research studies, all the treatments, all the remedies, all the tests, all the different symptoms, everything at your fingertips. So it's a phenomenal tool, and it's the only one in the world that has been accumulated in that form. So the advantage as a coach to have for every question an answer, to know immediately how you deal with things, is phenomenal. Probably puts you way above any normal doctor. So it's a stunning add-on, a feature of our program that no one else provides, no one else has. And the mastermind. Mastermind, again, to just fine-tune what you want to achieve. Because we all know we go off track, off tangents. We lose our path, and then it's a learning curve. So helping you to stay on track and really reach your goals is a phenomenal tool. So that's features. And then you move into benefits. You know, benefits are the advantage of having a program that sets you apart. No copycat, no general advice, really specific help, that you become that final destination for your client. You have easy to learn 34 chapters. And because I am not a medical doctor and I don't like that jargon, that sets me apart. I know more than you. We've distilled it down to make it easy, understand for everybody. So you can explain to your client. I can use the same explanation for my clients. And if you've seen some of my videos, they're all practical, hands-on, very common sense. So that's very important as a benefit of learning with us. Use the app to work through and train while you study so that you can use it in a very practical way. Offer protocol that guarantees success. And, when you deal with a disease and you focus on a specific disease, you become an expert in that field. That's all fair enough. But people will come to you. They don't have just one problem. They usually have a host of issues. They can't sleep, they have depression, they have anxiety, they have cancer, and they have an infection, and they have liver problems, and they can't detoxify. It's always all, or most of the time. So being able to use your wisdom and cover all of those aspects is phenomenal. And it gives you that certainty that people don't try you out and then walk out because they just get another general advice. Plus the personal teacher that will help you to succeed. Again, I repeat that. We want our coaches to succeed. And then you have that abstract value. 10 years of hands-on experience made easy for you. Now, if I say 10 years, that's how long we needed to accumulate all that information and package it into that program. It was a long learning curve, a lot of trial and error. That doesn't work. A lot of mistakes that we had to make so it's easier for you. Top leading experts from around the world have contributed a wealth of wisdom so that you can shine. Now think about Dr. Rao, for example, 30 years of, or 40 years of learning what works, what doesn't, how do I do, why do I have to check, what is important. And that is all built into the protocol now. And you have that in a 6-month, 9-month training. And you know what's relevant. Plus you have the app that reminds you that you don't forget. Incredible information. Belong to an elite group of world's first functional medicine coaches. There is functional medicine practitioners. And they're learning very hard to implement all those things. And they're just, it's conquering the world. Everybody realizes, even Obama has now declared it as precision medicine, because it goes away from that general approach into a specific patient-specific approach. So you are the first of that elite group of functional medicine coaches. There is no other program on the market that does that. And be recognized as a leading expert and the final destination. So these are values. You have to earn them by learning, but once you have them, it sets you apart from everyone else. And that's a value that you get from the program. And just as an example, you need to formulate your values as well. Now let's talk about pricing again, because this is always one of those questions. Increasing the value of your product mentally. Now, if you don't feel worthy, and I said that before, then you won't charge or your clients won't pay. If you feel worthy and you think, wow, I give you something of incredible value, then you radiate that certainty and they're happy to buy. Now that is done by a little exercise. Write down all the benefit your client has from your product. Really just list whatever you sell, whatever you promote. If it's an hourly rate, if it's Benedict offers or has started to offer, and he's stopped now because there's too many clients, course finding protocol. He charges $2,500 plus tests to find the course and develop a protocol, a package for you that determines the path that you need to go to have fastest results. He started with one client. Word of mouth brought him 5 more. And it was incredible. We sat down and we looked at the value for each client. They saved financially a whole lot of money from trying here and there. When you add that together, from all the supplements that were not working, that were completely irrelevant for their needs, from all the treatments they had that were completely idiotic to offer to that client, all of that saved them more money than they paid to him, a lot more. So by adding all that, what is the client saves in time? Just that alone. If you have a disease, you know time is of the essence. What your client saves trying general advice and peace of mind, because you have someone that guides you through the process step by step. 10 times more value than what you charge. Now, would you feel happy to give that to a client? It actually makes you feel very generous because you know you save that client a whole lot of trouble and financial expenses, and you can guarantee credible improvements in their health. Now that's what happened straight away, and within no time he was booked out. So the service is always relevant to what you perceive the value to be. And that's what you can learn in our coaching program. You learn how to do that. You learn course finding and evaluation. So if you want to offer such a package, you're done. Okay, that's how you can improve the value. Now, the second part, how you do it really easily, is limited availability. It's actually when you have the first 5 clients and then the next one comes on word of mouth and you say, I'm sorry, I can't take anyone on. I have a waiting list. You know what? That goes like wildfire. Immediately, everybody wants to book with you. We want to work with people who are in high demand. I have one doctor that we worked with. I can't send him any clients anymore. He has 2.5 years waiting list. Everybody, all his clients refer more and more and more people, and he doesn't have the capacity to increase the service. So if you provide service that is great, you don't need to worry about advertising and marketing and getting people. It's only relevant for the startup. And that's why defining your product, limited availability, selective client filtration, you realize what I'm doing here. I don't want duds. I don't want people who just want to, join the bitching community or scream out, certain remedies. I want smart people, clever people, intelligent people, driven people, people with motivation to change this world. So by providing the service and the training that I do, I filter out a lot of the duds. They won't join. But people with passion, people with intellect, they will. And that's why selective filtration is something important to do to make yourself or set yourself apart. Added bonuses, intellectual property, supporting materials. You can add so much to make the experience fantastic for a client, and it's easy to do and it doesn't cost you a lot. Support, follow up, like with us, with the coaches, with the personal trainer, we follow through with the masterminds, and you can call it a platinum VIP, we call it the mastermind, and we make it a practical exercise because I'm more hands-on and I'm not so keen on titles. So it's just how you like it to be. And then you write down all the value. You get $16,500 today for only $4,500. It is in a way like that because you add a lot of value that people couldn't get in any other way. It's like our business protocol. Like the business blueprint will teach you something that you need to be successful. You need to have that startup. So by adding it, it was one time recorded, one time put together. I can add that easily without making it too challenging for myself. But for you, the value is extraordinary. All right. Now, the next thing which is important is customer service. A lot of people ignore that. I did for a long time. But it is, from my perspective, if I call somewhere and I say, well, I have ordered something, where is it? And I get a response, I feel respected. I feel loved if I get extra information, extra protocols, if I get some added bonus, if I get a free thing. And I feel heard if people respond back to my emails. So I would like to offer the same, right? Simple. Always look at what you want from them and then do the same. If you build that in, your clients will love you. Even the most grumpiest client will be easily turned around and be swayed to be your happiest client once you recognize them, once you hear them and respect them. Some of them just think, you're arrogant and they are not good enough. Self-minimized value usually brings forth a lot of aggression and anger. So just respecting them, respecting their problems, responding back, and you will have a client that switches from one side straight away to the other. That's just the matter of things. Another very important point is symbiosis, working together with other practitioners. Now, again, one of the great advantages for you as a functional medicine coach will be that you have a lot more expertise than health coaches who just do a bit of exercise and diet. Functional medicine allows you to know how the liver works, what kind of tests are relevant, what kind of supporting treatments are there, what kind of supporting remedies and herbs and everything. So you'll be an expert in your own right. And as you guide your clients, you can work with practitioners and they respect you a lot more. We have now several clinics who booked in coaches. They paid for their coaches so that they take on the working with clients, educating of clients, doing the workshops, going out, because they can sit behind, do the work, like all the hands-on work that needs to be done with the patient, but they can rely on professional presentation. And that's a really great benefit. So working together in that field with good professionals that can do the tests, that can do the treatments, that can deal with gut problems, that can deal with detoxification and chelation is great, because you will become a partner with them. They rely on you and you rely on them, and that symbiosis will help your clients achieve outstanding results. And you always know, if your client is happy, word of mouth goes out and you are top in the line. Paid versus free services. I like that concept of reciprocity. See, what I give you here is a wealth of information. I could easily sell this course for $500. And you would gain 10 times more if you follow any of the subjects. So reciprocity is giving something that you give freely and for great benefit to a client. And in return, what do you get? People that like you, people that are happy to work with you. Some of them will go somewhere else and buy different things. Fair enough, supports the industry, but it also challenges the industry, because if you sign up now with a coaching program where you just have auto-corrected, computer-corrected assignments, and you have general advice, you'll be signing off or ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee. So we improve the general standard with what we do. Secondary, for those people who think, okay, that's a company I can trust, they share great information, valuable information, they will sign up. So free service is give and take. Education should always be to make your client make an informed decision. So if I go out and give a workshop and I talk about PMF, I don't hype PMF. Everybody knows I give all the adjoining information, what needs to be done for every disease. If you've seen the expert training, you know that. But I still outline what it can do and how you can do it. We have devices that we take with us. You can test it, you can try it out. And if you next morning wake up, you slept all night through, you feel really great, and your pain is gone, well, then you feel tempted to try. And that's what I mean. Giving and taking is always in an equal proportion. Not giving hours and hours and sitting with the client and working with the client and then not being able to charge. That's not the service. Education to a group, education online, education freely, that is not something that will cost you money. If they book a time with you, that's when you charge, all right? So free is not always better. That's just a lesson that I made. I did always charge for my workshops, and I had my workshops well attended. Then I thought, you know what? It's information the whole world needs. I'll do free workshops so that everybody, that even those who can't afford, can come. Well, 50 people booked and 30 showed up. No commitment. Lesson learned, never again. So free is not always better. Rather give good quality, give plentiful, but give it in a way that it doesn't cost you more. See, that's a recording doing once. All our students get a transcript, get a complete list on what to do. For those of you who don't, you can buy that separately. You can say, I would like to buy the transcript with all the videos, with all the lessons, and you can pay for it. Our coaching students and practitioners get it for free or part of the program. Who you attract, I guess that's wrapping it up. That's a very important question. Who do you attract? If you have weaknesses, what will your clients do? Challenge you? The quality of your clients is dependent on the certainty and confidence that you have. It really is. Now, the more you go up in confidence, the more high quality, dedicated clients you will get. And it really is. If you provide service, you will be booked out for a long time, and people are happy to provide top dollars. If you provide mediocrity, they are happy to pay a little bit, and they challenge you with that. If you don't have confidence, they cheat you right out and they won't pay, or they will pay only a little bit. Your confidence determines the value that you provide, and that's why this is crucial. Now let me pull these back and just give you a very short overview what your clients will teach you, and it's actually really true. And none is exempt. Your clients are your absolute perfect teachers. So let's just say you're not well organized. You spend a lot of time with unnecessary things and you don't get your jobs done, you don't get your products done, you don't have anything for sale, you're not well organized in your clinic. What do you have? A lack of income. Because you waste a lot of time with unproductive tasks and it will reduce your income. You remember when I said practitioners that will not have everything in line, their clients don't have the right test, they don't feel it's all chaos, well, that's a huge disadvantage. Now, if you're well organized, you have better products to provide and better services, you will have more income. If you don't have the self-worth to ask for money, you don't have the confidence that your product really helps, you can't charge for it. So your teachers are your clients. Same thing, marketing. If you don't learn how to market yourself, to present yourself, we'll talk about that tomorrow, to present yourself with style, then again, you won't have any income. So it's always related one to another. Education, let's just say you provide general advice. Do you know how many experts are out there that have opposing opinions? They will tear you apart. Just go out into the community and say, GAPS diet is the best. You will find that the whole raw food community, raw vegan community, and everybody else will tell you otherwise. So that's not the approach you want to do because it's just challenging. Rather learn your field, become an expert, and then have arguments and research studies and have knowledge on how to deal with everything else, and you escape the whole herd of parrots. All right? Now, we won't go through all of them. You'll learn them anyway over the next few days, but be grateful for every client that challenges you. If they challenge you, they show you very clearly that this is an area that you haven't yet learned to love. an area that you haven't improved to a quality where you can be proud of. As soon as you do, let's say client service, customer service, you manage to do that well, and they will love you. So if they criticize, if they write nasty emails, you got something to learn. I've been to clinics where the doctor said, they're all so grumpy idiots and bastards. I want to be in a different business, because it's not nice to work with those people. Is it the people or is it his service? Because you come to another doctor and he says, God, I love my clients. They are phenomenal. It is you who creates your environment, the people that you attract, and that is something to be grateful for. I had to learn my lesson. You will have to do too, but just regard them in a very simple way as teachers that help you to greatness. Okay, and that brings us to the mastermind. I already mentioned the mastermind group in this case is very focused on you presenting your product. You showcase the product, all the benefits, all the drawbacks, all the values, what's included, what the price is, your value of the price, how you present your value. And we got a little chart for that. So you fill that out and you present that. You have a few minutes to really showcase what you have and how you feel about it. And then we'll give you feedback. And that will be very correcting, very beautiful, because it just stabilizes your understanding on how you can create maximum value for your clients and get maximum return of your investments. All right? Tomorrow we'll talk about something very exciting. Present yourself with style. How to make that entry that people want to work with you, that they love you, that they look up to you, that they admire you. Marketing, presenting yourself, that's the key that we will unlock tomorrow. Now scroll down, share with everybody who is passionate, share with your friends that have a drive to make this world a better place so that they can sign up with this program, and then go down and do the exercises, and we'll see you tomorrow.